Judgment only exists in the absence of love. And one of the extreme forms of judgment and one of the most violent expressions of this aspect of our minds is our self-judgment. Because all judgment that we have externally is just an expression of this inner struggle, the self-judgment. So I want to really invite you to pay attention to realize that one of the most important conversations that you ever have is the conversations that you have within yourself, the conversations you have with yourself. Realize that the words that you use with yourself are not merely descriptive but creative. The power of the speech, the power of the word we are trained to think that the way we speak is nothing but when we are speaking to something, we are speaking as only a descriptive thing. Realize that the words that you use with yourself are not merely descriptive but have the creative power. How you speak to yourself, how you speak within yourself, you are creating an activity of energy within yourself. You're creating a movement of prana within yourself. Your words within your own being act as mantra, they act as intentions, they act as self-fulfilling prophecies. What you keep repeating within yourself, you will start to manifest that within your own life. So this negative self-talk, the negative self-critique, the constant judgment of self where you are never good enough, who you are and who you rather should be, what you have and what you should rather have. And the gap in between gets filled with struggle. There is no end to that. So it's very important that we become vigilant to this. We become very aware of this tendency of the lower mind to constantly judge, to constantly measure, to constantly assess. And you're always competing against some idea of how you think you should be. And that idea is you are never enough when you compare and measure yourself to that idea. Realize that measurement is a violent thing to do within yourself. So use your words, this self-talk, realize that's one of the most important conversations you ever have is the conversations you have with yourself. Use the power of your word, use your inner dialogue to inspire yourself. Use your words as mantras to activate energy. Realize that the way you speak within yourself, you're creating an environment within yourself. And that environment is from where action which impacts your life will arise. How you perceive your life will arise. So look with the eyes of kindness. Look within yourself with the eyes of compassion. Have a conversation within yourself which is infused with the value of love, compassion, and kindness. Remember that judgment only exists in the absence of love, whether it is judgment of the other or judgment of self. It's a clear sign of absence of love. So when you find yourself stuck in that self-judgment, take a step back, take a deep breath, and realize where you are. Allow awe to enter you. Look up. Take a deep breath in. Anchor yourself in your heart. Locate yourself in your heart. Feel that presence in your heart. For in your heart you know love. You have known it since the beginning of time and even beyond that. You know in your heart what love is. You have never lost it. You can never lose it. You don't need to be any other way to deserve it. It's part of who you are. It's at the very base of your existence. It's at the very base of your reality. Connect to that love and the judgment will drop. What will arise there is clarity, inspiration. You will act and you will change and progress. But this inner judgment will never let you progress. It will keep making you fight and struggle. The life is short. Let it be a life filled with love, not a life filled with judgment. Just as the river. See, when she leaves the mountains, she's in a smaller, contained path. And here she is in Rishikesh, expansive and moving, and soon she will be in Calcutta, and then she will be in the ocean. Every path, she's as present. And every part of her journey is as relevant. And there is no judgment there. There is no entanglement. It's just a smooth flow. The river is always on her way to the ocean. Even when she feels like she's not on her way to the ocean, It is a fact that the river will find her way to the ocean, but that's all she's always headed, even when it feels like she's not. So your life is designed to be fulfilled. That's all that is ever happening, is progressive change. Let go of judgment. It's not going to take you anywhere. Namaste.